Beautiful beaches, clean surroundings, fantastic wildlife and outdoors. And most importantly, amazing people and a booming economy. I'm talking about Australia. Imagine living there. Australia is one of those countries that you should shortlist if you are planning to study and settle abroad. And that's what today's video is going to be all about. Hi my friends, my name is Meher Sindhu Batra and I'm back with another video. I'm your career coach and mentor, creating content to help you accelerate your career. And today I'm going to discuss with you a country that you must consider if you're planning to study abroad. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to choose which country you want to study in, how to research about the universities that are the best in that country, what is the application process that you need to keep in mind, as well as the fees, the funding and the financial aid and scholarships that one must remember. And lastly, submitting your actual application. I will also be talking about one of the leading universities in Melbourne and how your dream of learning from the best business minds of the world can be realized there. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. So the first step is, my friends, if you're planning to study abroad, you need to decide what country you want to study at, because there are so many options. There's Asia, Europe, USA, Canada and Australia and New Zealand. And this decision becomes even more important if you're planning to settle down abroad after finishing your education. I know when I decided to move outside of my home country, India, it was not easy because each move will be different for any person, culturally, socially, physically, mentally. But I want to share with you a few reasons why you should consider Australia as your country of choice. Firstly, the ease of education and the economy. The education system in Australia is very much appealing to Indian students because Australia offers a lot of variety and choice of easy to understand and accomplish post-study opportunities, which means even after you finish your study, you can stay on in Australia if you want to learn additional skills. Also, the internships and job opportunities there. Australia's job market scene has seen some great news. In fact, job vacancies in Australia have not only recovered post the COVID pandemic, but they have doubled. There has been more than 100% increase in the number of jobs since February 2020. So if you're looking for job opportunities while you're studying, that is internships while you're studying and post-study job opportunities, Australia offers you a lot of options. So it's a perfect way to kickstart your career in a new country. Another reason is that there is so much cultural diversity in Australia. You can find and study and work with people from all over the world, from different backgrounds, from different nationalities. In fact, did you know that 30% of Australians are born overseas? When you study in Australia, you will join more than 500,000 international students from 192 countries all living in that one country. Now let's move on to the next part, that is, how do you research about which universities to study at? There are a lot of factors you need to keep in mind when you're choosing which university to study in. You need to look at their brand recognition, their rankings, the courses that they teach, the faculty reviews, the cohort size. There are so many factors. But one particular university that I do want to talk to you about, that is number one in terms of graduate employment rate in the country, presenting RMIT University. This beautiful university, as per QS rankings, is amongst the top 100 universities in the world for accounting. It also has very affordable tuition fee. A way to research about the universities, especially abroad, is by talking to the faculty, the professors, the admissions committee, as well as the alumni of that particular university. And the best part is that this university is having a roadshow in India this November. That is right now. This is a great way to actually go and meet the people from this university and ask them all the questions that you have in mind, your concerns, your doubts. In fact, here's a list of questions that you can ask the academics from RMIT University if you go for their roadshow. You can ask them things like, what if I'm not sure what I want to study? What documents do I need to prepare if I want to apply for the next intake? What do I need to keep in mind before going to Australia? Where can I find an internship opportunity in the city? Will the university help me find that? What are the other career development or skill-based learning options with RMIT? These are just a few, my friends, but feel free to add your own and ask them whatever you like. The next part of this whole process is actually working on your application. Your application will be based on which course you decide to study in. So the first step is actually choosing which course you want to pursue. And since RMIT has some of the best business courses in the world, you can choose from accounting, international business, economics and finance, engineering management and much more. The next step is checking your entry requirements. What are the minimum requirements that you need to keep in mind if you want to submit a strong application? What are the minimum entry requirements that you need to keep in mind for you to be eligible for that course? Here are a few other things to consider when it comes to eligibility. Once you've chosen your course, you've seen that you're eligible and you meet the minimum entry requirements, the next is that you need to start working on your application and also take the basic application tests. There are a few tests that are mandatory if you want to submit your application and study at an Australian university. In fact, these tests are pretty much valid for most of the universities across the world. So there are two types of tests that you can take. One is IELTS and the other is TOEFL. These two tests are there to validate that you have the basic communication skills in English. Now, once you've started working on your application, you've taken the test, you also have to start collecting all your documents that you will need to submit along with your application. You may need to write essays, a statement of purpose, get letters of recommendations. You'll also need
copies of all your academic qualifications, certifications, degrees, etc. And after that, you also need to start thinking about the financial aid, fee and scholarship opportunity at the university that you want to study at. For example, RMIT University has tons of scholarships that you can get in order to reduce the cost burden of studying at that university. They have something called the Future Leaders Scholarship Program, where students can get a 20% tuition fee reduction for the program duration outlined in your offer letter. While thinking about the fee cost of studying at a particular university, you need to think about not just the tuition fee, but also your travel costs, your living expenses, rent, groceries, eating out, exploring the city that you're in. So you need to make sure that wherever you decide to study fits in your budget. But yes, you can also prepare well and plan better so that you can get a scholarship. And after all of this is done, my friends, you have to go ahead and submit your application. Ensure that you have strong recommenders and a good statement of purpose to make your application even stronger. And do a final check that you have every document that they need. Good luck, my friends, and do check out this link if you want to take a look at the itinerary of the RMIT Roadshow in India. It's an event that is absolutely free. You don't need to pay anything to attend this. There are multiple scholarships also offered by the Australian government that you can check out. So now that I've pumped you all to move to Australia and also apply to RMIT University, I wish all the success to everyone applying. Once again, if you do want to be a part of their roadshow, you can click on the link below. It's open to students as well as parents. So go grab your passport because applications for next intake are now open. I hope this was useful for you. I'll be back soon with another one, but until then, keep working hard towards your goals. I hope to see you soon. Bye!